Are you looking for the best computer speakers? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best computer speakers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Audioengine A2 Plus. After testing more than 20 different computer speakers and soundbars over the past few years, the pair I always return to is the Audioengine A2 Plus. They have an elegant design and quality construction and are compact enough for my busy desktop. But don't be fooled by the small stature. These speakers pack a serious punch. The clarity in the higher registers gave me instant goosebumps with songs like Sinead O'Connor's "Nothing Compares to You," but there's also depth and accuracy in the mids. While the lack of a subwoofer means the bass can be a little shallow, it's not distractingly so. Music is where the Audioengine A2 Plus shines, but I had no trouble hearing cloaked elites with positional sound in Halo Infinite, and voices came through crisp and clear during in-game chat, video calls, and movies. Connectivity is well-rounded with USB, dual analog inputs, and Bluetooth 5.0 support, aptX. Just watch out for jumps in volume with different input devices. The volume knob, which also turns the speakers on or off, is a little awkward behind the left speaker, and there's no remote, but I don't have any other complaints about these PC speakers. You can also upgrade the A2 Plus by adding a subwoofer and 15-degree stands. Ultimately, these are the best computer speakers for most people because they strike the perfect balance of style, power, features, and price. Number 2. iFier Multimedia iLoud Micro Monitor. Boasting a big sound for such a compact set of speakers, the iLoud micro monitors come recommended by Wired's resident audiophiles. These speakers impressed me right from the simple setup, plug in the 3.5mm audio output. The sound is so well balanced, with plenty of detail in the warm mids and sparkly highs. Even the bass response is good, considering there's no subwoofer. I love the tiny fold-out feet, enabling you to angle them up for a better sound. There is also Bluetooth support, A2DP, to stream from your phone or other devices. The iLoud micro monitors do a great job with music, movies, and games. But the design might not be for everyone. I don't like the big iLoud logo on the side. You also have to reach around the back of the left speaker for the power switch, volume dial, and Bluetooth button, though I like the straightforwardness of these controls. There are also 3 switches to tweak EQ settings, but these speakers are basically plug and play. Number 3. Ifier G2000. You don't have to spend big to get a decent set of computer speakers, as Ifier proves with the G2000. Angled to fire sound up at you? These speakers have LED lighting on the back and a compact form that makes them easy to fit on a crowded desk. My test speakers were white, but you can also find them in black, pink, or red. Controls on the right speaker include a switch-like volume rocker and a mode button that cycles between music, movies, and games. Long press the mode button to cycle LED lighting effects. There are 12. There is distortion on anything bassy, and the G2000 are a bit muddy on the high end. Because the sound imaging is far from precise, noticeable with movies and games, it can be tough to pinpoint sound spatially. Connectivity options are solid, with USB, AUX-in, and Bluetooth 4.2. There is also a sub-out for adding a subwoofer, and they really need one if you want a deep rumble. Unfortunately, when you power up these speakers, they play a silly revving race car sound. I also dislike the volume rocker. Why can't it just be a knob? The Ifier G2000 can't compete with our top picks here, but for the money, these compact speakers are impressive, and they offer a nice upgrade on our budget pick below. Number 4. Creative Pebble V3 Speakers. These tiny, cute, affordable computer speakers from Creative have a lovely orb-shaped design with a gold-colored cutout contrasting the black or white exterior, angled up to fire sound at your ears, and just 4.8 inches tall. These speakers fit on the most crowded desktops. The right speaker has a volume control and gain switch. Wired reviewer Nina Farrell raved about these speakers and was impressed by their volume and sound quality considering the price. Connectivity includes USB-C, 3.5mm audio, or Bluetooth 5.0. There is a USB-C to USB-A adapter in the box, but you need a port that can provide enough power to get the best from these speakers. The bass is inevitably lacking, and some distortion can kick in at higher volumes. Creative also offers the even cheaper V2 if you don't need Bluetooth. Number 5. Oxs Thunder Pro. With a compact design, sci-fi styling that includes RGB lighting, and no separate subwoofer, I was unsure what to expect from this soundbar, especially since Oxs is an unfamiliar brand. The Thunder Pro is 24 inches long and just 3 inches tall, and it's slotted into place perfectly under my monitor. It comes with a wired control dial, a remote control, and extra feet in the box to angle it toward you. I was immediately impressed when the bass of Dead Prez's Hip Hop kicked in, bouncing the passive radiators up and down. The sound is expansive, the bass is far better than it has any right to be without a large subwoofer, and the highs are surprisingly crisp. This soundbar is Dolby Atmos certified and has 3 distinct gaming modes. The first-person shooter mode offered excellent spatial sound, allowing me to hear the footsteps and grunts of a cloaked elite in Halo Infinite just in time to avoid being impaled. The surround sound for movies is also great. Connectivity is comprehensive with USB-A and USB-C, 3.5mm AUX-in, Bluetooth 5.0, 2 HDMI ports, 1 eARC, a 3.5mm mic-in, and a 3.5mm stereo jack. All that's missing is the option to hook up a subwoofer. The bass is good, but it would still be nice to have the option, though that may be a good thing for folks with downstairs neighbors. The wired control unit lights up, acts as a volume dial and power button, and has EQ and mode buttons on the back. The design may be ostentatious for some, though you can turn the lights off. While the Oxs Thunder Pro impressed, you will get better sound, especially for music, if you buy separate speakers and a subwoofer. This is a pricey option, and I'd only recommend it for anyone who wants an all-in-one soundbar, especially if your primary activities are gaming and watching movies. Read our best soundbars guide for other picks. Number 6. Razer Leviathan V2 Pro. If you're set on the idea of using a soundbar for your home office instead of a traditional pair of speakers, the Razer Leviathan V2 Pro is a tempting option, and it comes with a beefy subwoofer. There's AI beamforming. The AI tracks your head to beam 3D audio to your ears in real time. It's very effective, but it's weird to have an infrared camera in your speaker. Processing is local, so images don't go anywhere. The sound is decent, if a little lackluster, for music. It's immersive for movies, but gaming is where this soundbar shines. With support for THX spatial audio, it emulates a surround system, and you can hear where gunfire is coming from and get that sense of bullets whistling by your ear, something that usually requires a good set of gaming headphones. There is a USB connection, Bluetooth 5.0 support, and a 3.5mm port for headphones. With no other inputs, this system is designed for your computer, not the TV. You also get Razer Chroma support for RGB lighting, and there are 30 addressable zones, enabling you to sync up with your mouse, keyboard, and other Razer gear. Razer's Synapse software can be clunky, but it allows for deep customization of EQ and lighting. The head tracking is a bit of a gimmick. After all, how much do you move your head when sitting at the PC? It is a pricey system and not ideal for music, but if gaming is your priority, especially if you already have Razer gear, this is the soundbar for you. Overall sound quality, even with the added wump of the subwoofer, falls short of the Oxs Thunder Pro above. Number 7. SteelSeries Arena 9. As a fan of SteelSeries, makers of our favorite gaming mouse, and the Apex Pro keyboard I use, I was excited to try its speaker range. The Arena 9 is SteelSeries' top-of-the-line surround sound system and includes a central speaker flanked by a pair of front speakers, with LED zones and a control unit, all of which plug into a large subwoofer. A pair of rear speakers connect to each other and a separate power outlet, but they connect to the rest of the system wirelessly, so you don't have to run long cables. The Arena 9 speakers are fine for music, but the real reason to get a surround system is for movies or games. They elevated the epic battle scene as House Atreides falls in Dune and helped me react in the nick of time when banished troops flanked me in Halo Infinite. Only a good set of headphones can provide better spatial sound. The SteelSeries Arena 9 connects to your computer via a single USB cable, but there's also an AUX 3.5mm and optical in and out ports. There are no controls on the speakers because you get a wired control unit with a touchscreen that acts as a volume dial by default, but can also be used to tweak EQ, lighting, and system settings. You can also dig into this on your computer via the SteelSeries GG software. The Prism RGB lighting can sync with the rest of your SteelSeries gear, with a huge range of animated effects, colors, and even the option to match the colors from your screen. Sadly, there are only 4 zones of LEDs, 2 on each front speaker, so it's not like the entire setup lights up. You will also need quite a bit of desk space and suitable spots for those rear speakers, but if you crave surround sound in your games, the Arena 9 is worth the hassle.